Well, we're back. This has got off of the boat. We are gonna go find ourselves some joy in Fort Joy today. Let's talk to Tam,
The
see what's
child
going
has
on.
a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
You don't need to worry. I mean, I'm human, I guess. It's odd that that's the tag it picked.
Why?
I wouldn't hurt anybody. I'm not particularly racist, but I definitely wouldn't hurt him. I have no reason to.
But are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Well, you definitely look like a sorcerer. You got the source collar too?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
Tell him they may well be wrong and crazy. Ask the child why he's out here alone. Tell the child he should run along. I want to know why you're out here, Tam. What are you doing?
No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway.
Yeah, definitely not safe out here. The Voidwoken attacked our boat. Tam, you should get in the castle.
But you didn't die.
Well, yeah, but I barely lived.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Okay. Seems like a well-collected child. So we're just gonna move along and see what we can find. We're gonna be a little OCD and just loot everything.
This statue must be 1,000 years old. I wonder how much longer it'll last.
Probably another 1,000 years if we're being honest with ourselves. I didn't mean to push that. There we go. Oh, we got
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
We've got some Voidwoken. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Oh, should have snuck in. Dang it! Oh, opportunity is missed. Too far out of range to whip. There we go. Still want to know what atrophy does. Still can't know what atrophy does apparently. Oh well. We'll encourage ourselves. We are now feeling encouraged.
I know you.
Oh, he's aggro. Let's see. So all in is going to do 10 to 11 physical, and our natural damage I think is just based on our weapon, which is 6 to 7 physical. So definitely this. Let's give ourselves some bullhorns. I regret that decision. That's okay. Oh, but we reflect damage when we have bullhorns? We sure do. Okay, so this is the 10 to 11, but we do get 2 attacks if we don't use it. But if I use it this turn, I will get some additional attacks. But for now, let's do that. And then 6 to 12. I'm 10. I might make another round. Let's just pop a potion, stay safe, and then whack this guy. There we go. So he's gonna get a hit on us, maybe 2. Nope, just 1. Perfect.
bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Well, apparently not. Okay, so let's level up. So we are definitely going to keep going this route for now. I know that there's at least one free respec at the end of this whole little island, but for now we're going to keep going the path. So it looks like we get a damage bonus from strength for that. So we're going to just keep leveling up our strength a little. In terms of weapons, we're going to definitely be using two-handers. Okay, so here, this is where I get to decide what I care about the most. So we're a nobleman, so we're gonna probably go persuasion on this guy. Because it makes sense to me, like, I'm a good talker, so I could talk my way out of things, right? Okay, let's see.
Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
I don't know. I'm not a physician. So, do I need to read that in order for it to, like, tie your knife or shiv to a stick or branch? Well, there's a knife, so let's, oh, nope. Yeah, there we go. G. Knife on a stick. Was that a one-hander? Guess we'll find out. Gosh, dang it. There we go. There's a one-handed sword. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's keep on going. There's the Red Prince. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see how he's adjusting to his new life in Fort Joy.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
He did size me up like I was a slave. I don't know if... I wouldn't greet him heartily. Let's see. He's the one that took you by the... There you go.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smoldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Well, at least we're getting some acknowledgement. But, yeah, we're gonna scoff. He definitely owes us more than that.
My gratitude is worth a great deal if only you'd realize it. But of course you don't, so we'll leave it at that. Now then, if there's nothing further...
I am interested in what he plans to do now.
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Drama queen.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
I see empty abyss with no life in sight. But, definitely a childhood day spent in the sun. Probably with all my friends, buying whatever I wanted.
Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. lost.
That is a rather specific vision. Let's see. Shrug and say people see castles in the sky. Might as well see them in the sea. What does he mean by lost? I mean, he is the Red Prince, so I mean, what happened?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
I guess technically I would know about him. Of course! The friggin' Red Prince. Most pompous arse to ever sail anything? I don't know if he sailed, but he's a pompous arse, so.
The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Well. You know what? I have things I have to handle, but as a nobleman, I would be willing to help you win your throne back.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition.
Of course.
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Let's see. I am willing to... I will try to keep your promise. But I'll try.
You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic and, yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
I actually want to know what the other martial options are.
Do not take my elegance as a mask for frailty. My blows shatter shields, and my thrusts pierce armor. If a warrior you need, the warrior you'll have.
Yeah, I do want him to stay a warrior. I need a tank.
I offered the perfection of the blade, and you seek the perfection of the blade. How fortuitous. Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
Let's do it.
The Red Prince nods, then gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings.
Yeah, I can already tell this relationship's gonna go well.
Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Well, hello, Red Prince. This is gonna be a fun little day, so I'm using that. Oop, that is not what I wanted to happen. Not even remotely what I wanted to happen. Not that either. I'm really bad at key bindings today, guys. Don't even worry about it. 5 out of 6, 5 out of 6, or 5, 2, 6 rather. 6 and 8, 9, 13. Yeah, he's got way better shield than I could give him. There we go. Let's go explore some more.
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you.
What? How did I get? Hey, stop following me.
Okay. I'm not following you, but sure.
Me? I know who I am. But at least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you?
Yep. I'm gonna go with explain that it came from a family of excellent breeding. Really good breeding. Top quality. Mwah.
Pedigree or moggy. It doesn't matter. Not here. Not anymore.
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
Yeah, we're gonna. How about it, bro? Empty barrels for everybody.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh?
It's Trice. She lives.
I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
Will do. Oh. Okay. Apparently it was important to save right there. Can't reach. I don't want to go up there yet. That's Fort Joy. Scary place. Full of scary people. We get up there. Nope. Nothing over here. It's pretty. I swear there's a oh, there it is. It's like I swear there's a cave over here somewhere.
I've spotted something.
Wonder where this leads.
Oh, hello, Fane.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and bugger.
How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
That's pretty good. Just pull on his face, it'll come off.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
I am very curious as to why he came to this place. Mr. I can walk all over the bottom of the ocean.
It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Yeah. No, let's see. Ask what his business is with that body. Yeah, definitely want to know what he's doing. I mean, tugging on cheeks isn't normal, right?
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse?
That's... Man's got a point.
A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull.
I had a pocket knife, I guess.
I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
I am actually super curious. I've never seen a skull carved like his.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an Eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent.
Well, I see undead all over the place. What are you talking about?
At least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
What is an Eternal? I am curious.
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared.
Oh, he almost sounded sad.
But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
You know, if all your people left, why are you still here?
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track.
That's unfortunate.
I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
Where are they? I mean... Yeah, I want to know where they are.
Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm, or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory.
Well,
regardless, they are not here, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them.
well, unfortunately, I wish you well, sir. Having a skeleton traveling with me would be difficult, to say the least.
Yes, do feel free to call.
Will do.
By which I mean shout loudly. I do not want you sneaking up on me again.
Apparently he took exception to that. Oh, hello. I am now poisoned. That's unfortunate. That did not cure the poison. Oh, little girl.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling.
What's wrong, little girl?
The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
Let's see. Why were you crying?
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And I miss my ma and pa.
Everything's gonna be okay.
How do you know?
Because I do. I may or may not plan to go kill those lizards.
You're really nice. I like you. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
Okay, you do good, girl.
The child smiles. She starts tracing small shapes, hearts and stars and diamonds into the dirt.
Oh. Hey, Prince, I know you're gonna get poisoned, but could you come upstairs, please? Thank you kindly. Hello, Eunice.
Go. Get out. You are not welcome here. Go, man-pig.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I did wrong, though.
You do nothing wrong. I am not myself. This place. Freya, please. Please, just go.
Okay. Let's go fight something. Oh, there's a turtle. Not what I wanted. Yeah, let's get in position. Let's go, Red Prince. Sneaky, sneaky, spooky. And like a coiled viper, they strike.
Can you feel it?
Nope,
Can you
never mind.
feel the darkness approaching?
Forgot I had pet pal. Yes, I too sensed a troubling presence that definitely was not me. Was 100% not about to stab you.
Does it cast a long shadow on you as it does me? My heart frosts over as if I've been violated by nothingness itself.
In my defense, I didn't actually do anything yet. No violation took place. Total misunderstanding.
It threatens to consume me. It threatens to consume all.
Yeah. Oh, I thought for sure she was gonna eat me. What about, oh.
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming.
Thanks, Red Prince. You're the most astute of all of my advisors, easily. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do here? So, anyone in water right now? No one is in water right now. Okay, so we're going to... We're gonna whip it real good. See if I hit that too. Nope. I thought I might. Okay, so now here we go. So let's do bouncing shield. No. Fortify, Dragon's Blaze, Battle Stomp. Okay, that'll knock him unconscious. Or knock him down, I guess. Not knock him unconscious. Then we'll throw our shield at this guy, just to get rid of the shield. Oh, the turtles are ranged. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Are you wet? You are not wet. Okay, let's see here. So that's going to be 3 AP. If I transform, that's going to be 1 AP. Give me... Oh no, it's no AP. This is 2 AP, and then I'll be able to hit him right afterwards. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna have to beat on our little turtle friend here. Let's go ahead and do that. And you'll wait a little bit. Yep. Oh, that hurts. Okay. We're gonna drink a potion. And then we're going to... We're gonna do nothing with that. We're gonna... poke him. And then we're gonna encourage everybody. He's gonna wreck me. Yeah. Yep. Oh, okay. I didn't know if that would bounce, but it was worth trying. 7 to 8. I really need this guy to die right now. Oh, you're such a punk. Feels bad, man. Okay. We're gonna knock him down and hit him. And now he'll have to waste a turn getting up, and we'll just finish him off. Easy peasy. And resurrect again. And rest. Okay, so let's equip here. Let's loot everything off of all these guys. Oh man, we really toasted that guy up. That is unfortunate.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
First night here. Don't seem like it'll be too bad. Found somewhere quiet to sleep, brought enough dry bread to last me. When all this blows over, I'll be happy to say I survived in comfort. A group of dumb brutes shook me down for my bread. We'll have to get smart if I want to eat. Met an old fisherman named Rad. Taught me how to make a net. Rad's gone. Dumb brutes took my net. At least the meanest one got took in the night. Getting hungry. I always was a strong swimmer. Waters around here are pretty glassy. Can't be much more than a few miles to shore, can it? Well, he was wrong. To say the least. He was very wrong. Read. A concise pamphlet on how to effectively combine a length of string with a stick, club, or branch in order to create a bow. The length of the piece of string is unspecified. A couple inches should be good. Break it open, I guess. There we go. Cycle them through. Multi-boxing extraordinaire. Let's grab this wand. Okay, already looted that crate. Wait, what was that? Okay, oh, it's the boy. Okay, well. Poor guy. Let's take that fish, though. You know, they said, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. That is unfortunate. I forgot about the poison. Yep, we're just gonna let that poison tick on its way. And then we'll just bedroll. I do like that bedroll. Somebody died.
Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes.
Okay. Well, here's that camp. Let's see. Shovel, useful for digging. Let's loot what we got here. Some meat. I already had a bedroll, but I guess now we have 2 bedrolls and some glass. Okay, well, let's make it inside of Fort Joy, and then we'll wrap it up. not a hugely exciting. We met the Red Prince. He actually turns out to maybe not be as big of a tosser as I thought he might be. He's I'm curious to find out more about him. Oh.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no...
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Well, this Alexander does seem like the type that would roll over for a compliment. Could be worth remembering.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Well, that's messed up.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Oh dear.
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
That is...
What a waste.
unfortunate.
Come, we'll be
That
needed
is
elsewhere.
a waste, I guess. Okay, well, I am sorry, Atusa, but I'm gonna take that resurrection scroll.
Come on, old man.
Well, that was messed up.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
Yeah, that's actually pretty disgusting.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
They call themselves lizards? I don't know why, I just assumed lizard would have been like derogatory term for them. I don't know. Oh well. Well. Welcome to Fort Joy.
Pay up.
Let's see. Turn around, Red Prince. You're ruining this. You're ruining the shot.
Bread or brisket. Toes
Get behind me. There you go. Yep, like that. Fantastic. Well, thanks, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. The next episode we'll go through. We'll try and find the rest of our little companions, and we will decide to form our party, and then we will get straight into the action, trying to break out of this place. Starting out, it's going to be a little bit of a slower playthrough because I want to experience a lot of the story that I don't get to normally experience when I play this in multiplayer. But I hope that you're finding it fun. I hope you're enjoying it, and I will continue to try and find ways to improve it and make it better. Have a good one.